It was fight night last night in Philadelphia. In the city of brotherly love, there was no brotherly love for Karl Anthony Towns and Joel Embiid. No, sir. No, sir. It was just a blowout game. The Sixers were taking care of business at home. Karl Anthony Towns is getting bullied all game long by Embiid like he usually does. They get into it. Both players get ejected. And we'll see what happens when they're suspended. Because both of them are going to get suspended, unfortunately, for Embiid. But hey, that's what happens when you mess with the big dog. Joel Embiid is the best center in the league. You can't tell me otherwise. He owns Kat, he owns Davis, and he owns Jokic every time they play. He does. Seriously. Embiid, even though he was ejected in midway through the third quarter, 19 points, 5 rebounds. Solid game by the big fella. He's great. He's great. He's fun to watch, and he's great. He's just greatness. And like Mark Jackson said last year in the playoffs, it will be a crime if he is not bearing any injury, if he is not discussed with some of the greats of all time for big men. Now, as you can see, I set it up a little bit differently. I pushed my laptop back. I got a little light going on. I think it looks better. I think you can see me a little bit better. And this is how we're going to roll until the new setup at the new house. Back to the game. Al Horford, 12 points, 16 rebounds. This man is a defensive monster. He's a defensive beast. He gets rebounds like it's nothing. Like, obviously it's his job, but he does it so nonchalantly, it's insane. And I love having Al Horford on the team. The day we signed him was one of the best. It was easily one of the best. There was excitement in the air. You take a rival center away from Boston, and you put him on the same team as Joel Embiid. The only man that can stop Joel Embiid was Al Horford, and now they're on the same team. Who's stopping him now? Not Jokic. He can't play defense. Not Towns. He can't play defense. Crazy. Crazy. Tobias Harris had 18 points, 9 rebounds. He looks better than what he did against the Hawks. He only had 13 points against the Hawks. This game, he just looked a lot better. He looked more comfortable, and he had a solid game. 18 points and 9 rebounds is a solid game for a player of his stature. Obviously, I want him to get more points. Obviously, I want him to get more rebounds. But we had the dude for the next 5 years, and it's game 4 in his first year of his contract. Ben Simmons had 16 points, 7 assists, 2 blocks, and 3 steals. Every time Ben Simmons steps foot on an NBA court, he lights it up. He lights up the stat sheet. And he's not like Westbrook. I love Westbrook, but Westbrook does stat pad. He's a stat padder, and you can tell. He'll go for the rebounds. He'll fight his teammates for the rebounds. Ben just does it because he's there. He's that good that he could just do it himself. I mean, Ben Simmons is a great point guard. I think he's top 5 in the league. That's just my opinion, though. I don't know. You guys don't have to agree with me. I'm just saying. I think Ben Simmons is a top 5 point guard in the league. My list: Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook, Kyrie, Ben. I think he is better than Kemba Walker, and I've said it last year and I'll say it this year. I think Ben Simmons is better than Kemba Walker. Josh Richardson had a quiet offensive night, but he had 4 steals. He had 12 points, 4 steals. Solid game. I think Brett has to work him in better with knowing his role. He can obviously dribble up the ball, and I like that we have 3 players that could do that in the starting 5 with Ben, Richardson, and Tobias. But I think at some points, the kid's only, he just turned 26? He's 26 years old. He's already a really good basketball player. He just he's adapting to the new city. Miami is it's a great city, but is it a great sports city? I don't know. I don't know if it's as good. I think Philly has the best sports, and yeah, that might be biased, but Philadelphia has the best sports fans. We're passionate. We do the craziest things. No other franchise or group of fans will get the word hive and trust the process tatted on them. No, none other. Mike Scott has played for how many teams now? The Hawks, the Wizards, the Clippers, and now the Sixers. I might be missing one or two. And he's adapted the city. He adapted the city, and the city adapted him. And you see people all the time with little bees with like headbands tatted right here or on their chest or anything like that. I mean, I love it. I love Mike Scott. Mike Scott's one of my favorite players in the league. I love watching him play. He's exciting. He has that grit and grind that the city loves. He has that Dan Carcillo attitude where if somebody's messing with his teammates, he will go back them up. He has that attitude. And I love that about him. I love Mike Scott. Mike Scott is one of my favorite players in the league right now. I have a Mike Scott Hive account on Instagram, Mike Scott Hive. I love the dude. I went to his meetup at Mitchell and Ness. He's easily one of my favorite players in the league. Easily. And he's not even a superstar. He's been real nice to me. He's been real nice to my friends. I mean, he's a great dude. He gave me his arm sleeve last year. He's a good dude. Real good dude. Furkan Korkmaz. How do you do, young man? 17 points and a little throwdown action along with 3 threes in the game. I mean, Furkan's dunk he threw it down with some authority. He cocked it back a little bit and all right, Furk. Prove me wrong. I want you to prove me wrong. I don't care if you shoot as long as they go in. I hate when you shoot and miss completely and then go back on defense and not play it. I hate that. And that's why I bash you so much. That's why I say on Twitter, 4for4 fan, that Furkan Korkmaz hitting a 3 is like the equivalence of a Sean Rodriguez home run. I said that yesterday, and then he goes on to have 17 points. Prove me wrong, Furkan. I want you to do good. I want you to play. I want you to be that 3-point shooter that we need on this team. I want you to be that. James Ennis had a solid game. 8 points. And man, he rebounds the ball like it's no other. 11 rebounds. He gets up for rebounds. I was saying it to my brother yesterday. He really does get up for rebounds. And you can tell. He hustles for the rebounds. And first of all, we dominate the glass. 22 boards we beat them by yesterday. We're unstoppable on the glass. Easily the best rebounding team in the league. Easily. And it goes for everybody on the team. I mean, you look at the rebounds. 5 rebounds for Joe, and he only played 3 quarters. 16 for Horford, 9 for Toby. Ben had like 3 or 4. Ennis with 11. Like, we just rebound the ball so much better than everybody else. Matisse Thybulle yesterday played his best game as an NBA player. 9 points, 2 blocks, and 4 steals. Now, I know the NBA isn't all about scoring points. I mean, obviously it's a big part of it. That's how you win basketball games. But he was efficient yesterday. He was a lot more efficient than he's been in past. 3 of 5. And he looked good. He made a 3. And he took the shots that he needed. He didn't go out there and shoot 2 of 8 and 2 of 7 from threes like he did against Atlanta. He picked his shots. He did it smart. And he also got 2 blocks and 4 steals. I mean, the dude is an unbelievable defender. He leads the league in steals with 22. And he also averages the most steals per game in the league. Around the entire league. This kid's a rook. He's a rookie. He's supposed to be bringing Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons Chick-fil-A on the flight. Instead, he's averaging the most steals average-wise, and he has the most steals in the league. With three steals a game and 22 steals overall. That's insane to me, and I love that about Matisse. And he's such a humble kid. He's so humble. He interacts with the fans. He'll stop and sign things. I got a Matisse Thybulle autograph the first game against the Celtics. But he's just a humble dude. And I really do like Matisse. And we better not trade him like we traded Shamet last year. Honestly. That was one of the saddest moments of the year last year, trading Landry Shamet. I love Shamet. I still do. I root for him. Why not? There's only certain Sixers that I won't root for. Jared Bayless, will never root for him. I hated him. Honestly. Robert Covington played his first game in Philadelphia since getting traded because last year he was injured. He took a shot from basically half court, or from the logo, completely bricked it, off the side of the backboard. Like, the rim was right here, he shot it right here. Wasn't even close. Now, as a Sixers fan, my whole life, I went through those process years, and he was obviously a big part of that. He obviously was a part of getting Jimmy Butler, which now got us Josh Richardson, and let us sign Tobias. But Robert Covington's shot selection has always been questionable. He's always not been able to finish around the rim. And I do love Rocco, and I wish him nothing but the best in his career. Him, TJ McConnell, and Dario Saric are three guys that I will always root for from the process era. Honestly, I love those guys. All three, I have their jerseys, and I root for them. But Rocco's shot selection has always been a little suspect, and he can't finish around the rim. He tried to do a layup yesterday, and he completely missed. But again, I wish him nothing but the best in Minnesota. Karl Anthony Towns is a clown to me. Obviously, after the game, Joel Embiid took to social media, and he was saying, Towns' mom gave me the finger and all this, and then Karl Anthony Towns responded back and posted the picture of Joel Embiid crying. But here's my thing. Here's my thing to Karl Anthony Towns. You've won one playoff game your entire career. You've been there once because of Jimmy Butler, by the way. You lost to third stringers because you have no heart and you're soft. Just like your teammate Andrew Wiggins. You're soft. And you have no business making fun of somebody for crying in a meaningful basketball game because you have yet to play one in your entire career. You have yet to play past Game 5 in a playoff series. And it was only because of Jimmy Butler why you got there. And you know that for a fact. And I doubt he'll ever watch this video. And I don't care if he watches it or if he doesn't. All I know is you're soft. Karl Anthony Towns is a soft basketball player. And he has no right to be talking to Embiid and making fun of him about a meaningful basketball game. Because he has yet to play one. Now that's just something that I was obviously very upset about. And as I was there, I wasn't even paying attention. I was watching the rebound get put back by Tobias on the other end of the court. And then I hear the whistles, and then I look over, and then I see Embiid and Towns going at it. Now, obviously, there will be suspensions for Embiid and Towns, obviously. I don't think there should be suspension for Ben because he had Towns in a chokehold and actually made Towns tap out. But I don't think Ben was playing peacemaker, and I don't care that the Timberwolves are saying that he wasn't playing peacemaker. We all know he was trying to. Him and Towns are obviously friends. If you saw the video last year when they were playing video games together, they're obviously friends. So obviously he was trying to calm down Towns and have him just calm down. I mean, there's no need to fight. You're both getting ejected anyways. There's no need to fight. No need to push your suspension even further. No need. The Sixers, though, however, improved to 4-0 on the season, the first time since 2000-2001. That's the year I was born, 2001. Crazy. We now go on a 4-game road trip. We play Portland on Saturday. then we play the Suns, then we play Utah, and then we finish it off next Friday against none other than Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. My most hated player in the league, Nikola Jokic. And a team that has beat us a lot in the last couple years in Portland. And we might not have Ben or Embiid. It's going to be tough, obviously, but I think we're a lot better of a team than we were the past, obviously, couple years. And I think we can hold our own, and I think we could honestly win 3 or 4 if Ben plays. Because if Ben doesn't play, then I don't know. But that's it for me. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Sixers win 117-95. They play on Saturday, 10 o'clock in Portland. Don't know about Embiid. Don't know about Simmons. Maybe there will be a video about their suspension. But until then, I'm out. Peace.